We are back at the property again this morning. It's the 27th. I took the first shift. We rented a tractor. I took the first shift trying to figure out how to use it by getting some of this dirt backfilled and spread a little bit. Got myself stuck right there for a hot minute. Adam was out running some errands and then he came back, took over and got most of the rest of this flattened out. Right now he's working on kind of flattening out where our trailer is gonna go. Oh wow. So where you see that white pipe sticking up is basically right behind where our trailer will be. Where Adam is trying to level out right now is pretty much right where it will be. So we're getting that done, and then we've got that pile of rock hiding between the trees over there to spread behind where you see that red bucket, because that's where a shed's gonna go. And then once we get that rock spread, we may start trying to spread rock where Adam is currently leveling out, because that's where the trailer will go. So we need the trailer pad. We still have some sand right there that we could fill in with. Depending on how much rock we have left over, we may put a little bit more in the driveway and get that done. Other than that, it is electrical day. We borrowed Jason's concrete driller. So the plan is to, you can see where the water line is sticking up. There's also a piece of conduit hiding in there. There it is. And basically what's going to happen is, let's see if I can do this with my gloves on. That conduit is going to sweep this way and up and under the concrete floor. This is the well house. So we're going to drill through the concrete floor, drill out another, or dig out another little trench right here to connect to this one, so that PVC can come out and hook up to the water line, and another conduit sweep can come out and hook up to that one. That conduit is for our 12-2 Romex that is running power from the well house to the box right there. The well house is a very dark and scary place that I don't like to go into, so we're not going in there. That's our pile of trash. The bin is way over there. Adam was able to get it spun around a little bit. So we're hoping that they're actually going to be able to pick it up this time, because we way overfilled it and they're mad at us. So we'll see how that goes. This trench is staying open for now because we still have that 12-2 to run and the water line and everything to connect. You can actually fill that part right there, which I might start doing by hand just because. Yeah, we're making some pretty decent progress. We're gonna pick up some rocks. I think that's what he's starting to do right now. We've got some amazing, like big rocks, and then some smaller big rocks that are gonna be perfect for lining the chicken run with as an extra deterrent for any digging predators. So yeah, getting stuff done. Adam's over here spreading rock. Sorry, it's really loud. But if we go over here, this is where our shed is gonna go. It looks really small when you're just looking at the pad, but it's not. It's a 10 by 16 shed. It's pretty sizable. But yeah, so this is where that's gonna go. That is getting delivered next Friday. So I'm excited about that. They'll level this out a little bit more, and they have blocks to put the shed. I still can't think or talk, but yeah, so they'll handle most of that. Now he is working on the base for our trailer. We will probably take a lunch break when he's done with this, and then come back and either finish this or get some electrical work done. If we finish the tractor work today, We might try to do a little bit more work tomorrow. We might see if we can pick up some fill dirt and get that into the chicken coop. Run, keep saying coop, it's the run. Because we have the tractor for 2 days, although he'd probably come get it early if we didn't need it for the second day. But yeah, that's the plan. Okay, I just got to the property and I'm nerding out so hard right now. This is, ooh, the ground is solid. This is our first frost on our property. I feel like such a dork, but I don't know why, it just makes me so happy. I can't wait for our first actual snow. Well, it might be kind of hard to see on camera. I don't know if you can see that it's glistening and frosty. It'll be melted probably in about 20 minutes, so I'm glad I caught it. Quick electrical update. Adam just got done spitting and cursing, getting this hooked up. This is our meter base. We got these connected. I say we, it was him. And then before we did that, he had to climb up on that ladder, disconnect the weather head, run the wire up. You can see we have a crap ton of slack up there. We will let them deal with that. And that we had to remove the old wire, pull new wire, get it connected. We also got the 12-2 run through the conduit into the well house. We got that all backfilled. Again, I'm saying we, Adam did most of the filling. We pulled the wire together. Got all of this. Here, let me back up a little bit. Got all of this filled. So now we only have that little trench there and the little itty bitty trench over by the well house where the water line is coming up. The last thing that we have to do for the electrical on the meter base is attach a guy wire. I am going to call tomorrow and see if they will reconnect us before we put that in, because that's going to be quite an ordeal, and I think we need to dig a hole because there's no way we can screw the thing in by hand. So I'm going to see if they'll let us do that after we get connected. See if we can get connected this week. Fingers crossed. Okay, it is a little after 4 on Sunday. We have done all we can do, which is a lot. We still have to drill through the concrete and connect the water and electrical over there. We need to add some conduit for the 12-2 that we ran and tie it into the panel. Otherwise, we're hoping that that is good to connect. We tried to cut these wires, but we don't have anything strong enough to cut them. Adam got all of the backfilling done for the most part. It's obviously not perfect, but whatever. If we have Jason here he's got some beam that he drags behind his tractor that'll sort everything out, but it is at least filled and accessible now, which is awesome. We have the tractor being picked up right now. Adam's a little sad, I think. We got a bunch of rocks piled up, most of which will be used for around the chicken coop. Chicken run. Dang it, keep saying that. Coop run. Run coop. We got gravel down, both for the trailer and for the shed. We still have to tie the hydrant into the water line. We have to attach the sub panel and the RV panel here. Once we get that done, we just have to cut the sewer line down and cap that. So I started digging, and then Adam kept digging because we had to drill a hole in that corner to run the water line and the electrical up. And don't know if you can tell from out here, but that whole corner is apparently falling in. It's dark and scary in here. This is the place I don't like.
See right here?
Not really.
It's cracking out right here.
Oh, yeah.
So this is exactly the size hole I was going to make for all the pipes to come through.
Okay, well, less drilling. Just,
Do a sledgehammer.
ugh. So, yeah, basically that whole corner right there is just going to come off, and it'll make our job a little bit easier running everything up through the floor.
Here, you can take this.
Yay. Okay, we are back at the property. It is January 3rd, I think. Losing track of days. And we have the water line and the electrical conduit going up and under the corner of the shed that is the well house, the scary dark place. And if we come in here, there's a rock against it holding it up right now, but that is our water connection that goes up and over and connects to the pump and bladder tank there. So hopefully we don't have electricity right now, so we can't test it and make sure that the seal is good. But hopefully that works. Now all we have to do is do essentially the same thing with electrical conduit. We're going to run it up and over the same way, but a little farther over and then down here to tie in to the pump right there. That's the old wire, which is like super sketchy, but same as everything. Why is there, oh, there must have been a light or something in here, which is not a bad idea. I was thinking we should actually put a light out here and maybe even a plug. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it would be better to have the well pump plug in to something in case, you know, we lose power and we need to plug it into an external power source. I'm gonna talk to Jason about that and see what he thinks. But yeah, so we got that done. We're gonna start backfilling by hand this trench a little bit, and we also got the conduit for that line tied in to the box here. We just need to put a little cap on that, but we can backfill this as well. Making progress. I will go on record as saying that digging by hand blows. I was teasing that Adam would make us buy a tractor. I think it's going to be me. This is the old water line that we're trying to dig under so he can cut out. But we got, it still needs to be compacted and like filled better, and like all of this needs to be
More dirt.
What's the word I'm looking for? Leveled out a little bit. We can flatten out over there and bring some more dirt over here. We also have a bunch of stuff that was cut out. There's probably dirt in there that we can steal. But yeah, we're getting there. How you doing?
Tightening that was a bitch.
Yeah. We just got done connecting the hydrant with all the big brass pieces. Adam just had to tighten everything down, which is a bear. We can't backfill it yet because we have to be able to test it, and we don't have power to turn the well on. But we're gonna get some rock and sand in there. It's kind of hard to see from here, but there's a wee little thing on the right hand side there that's a little drain that needs to have sand.
That thing.
Yeah, that needs to have sand or rock under it so that it can weep without getting mucked up with dirt. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, we might be done for the day. We'll see. We decided to... Whee! Well, as you can see, there's a lot of water in here because we decided to open the ball valve and see if we could test our water hookups, and it blew that corner right off. So we had to re-glue it. So now we have to wait 24 hours to test it again. But
we forgot to glue it.
What's that? Well, we think we forgot to glue it.
I know we forgot.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. We also probably should have opened the other end and released the ball valve slowly, which did not happen. But right now we're working on electrical, and we decided to do things a little bit different. So we ran this conduit up and across over here, and instead of taking it straight in and hardwiring it from the meter base straight into the well pump, we decided to put a plug end on this instead. So now we are wiring the plug that I just made into the well pump. Here's the plug. And we are doing that, installing a plug right here, so that if we ever lose power, which, you know, living rural, it's definitely a possibility, we won't be reliant on the electricity hardwired into the well pump. This way, we will have a plug that we can unplug and use a generator if we need to have water. So I just made that plug end. Hopefully I did it right and nobody gets electrocuted. And Adam is now wiring the other end into the well pump.
La bomba d'agua.
Whatever he said. And then we're gonna wire in that plug right there. And there you go.
Okay, now we got the power boxes hooked up to the pole for where the fifth wheel is going to be. 50 amp, 20 amp GFI already installed. Just have to unscrew everything to have them jump across, which is the next step. This one I've closed. Emily wants to do the wiring herself because she wants to learn, so we're going to leave that for her to do and wire everything in here and put the breakers in on this side. Next step is getting the pipe clamps down there taped up, and then I'm going to wait until after lunch to turn the water on to make sure nothing leaks from here or all the way down there at the shed. Okay, I just turned the water on gradually to full pressure, letting the air out. Closed the valve down there by the truck. System was holding pressure, no problem, no leaks down at that end. No submersion of water from it dumping water out into the hole, so no bubbles coming from the fitting with it closed. And come back in here, and once again, see there's water down here. Like, we forgot to glue this bottom corner here. We also forgot to glue this one too, so it was pushed up against here and there. And as soon as I turn the water off, let the hose drain out a little bit through here, wiggle, wiggle, and pop. All the water came out, so I dried everything up, cleaned it, and glued it back together. And then, and that's all after it being pressurized. Sorry. So that means our poly hose held pressure in the shed. Our poly hose held pressure down here at the bottom fitting of the water spout. And now I started backfilling with some stone for the lower drain when you turn it off. And I'm going to backfill some more with some sand, and then backfill it with dirt, leveling it out. Got another 4x4 right behind the water spigot, because that's where we're going to mount our filtration system for our water. So I'll level that out while I'm filling this up with dirt and rock and stone and sand.
I'm just getting to the property to see Adam's handiwork. And oh my gosh, it looks like official and stuff.
Because it is.
Like, look at that. Oh my God, it looks so legit. Why are you making a rock installation?
Because I like it.
I think it's cute. I love it.
2 wheelbarrows full of sand and
What's that?
2 wheelbarrows worth of sand.
I would almost even say let's put a little bit more around it.
That's packed.
But that will be like our base for like a little like shed that we build over it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You know what I mean?
I'll do more later.
Yeah.
Around it, the outside of it.
That looks great. Oh my God. Did you test the water yet?
Yeah, of course.
Does it work?
It works. It held pressure for. I have a video of it. I couldn't send it to you.
Uh-huh.
So,
Doing our first wiring in
Together?
the panel.
scalpel.
Scalpel? Is that what you said?
Yeah, scalpel. Forceps.
So this
You
is,
need gorilla grip to bend these damn wires.
seriously, this is being wired into a 50 amp breaker that is going to be essentially the secondary circuit breaker. So we don't have the correct circuit breaker for these main wires that are coming from the main panel yet, so we have to get that. But then once that's wired in, this 50 amp panel is going to be wired all the way around to this 50 amp breaker here. Well, and a 20 amp breaker for the plug. And then we're going to run one more 20 amp breaker in here for another GFI outlet out there. And now so make sure you put that like in the middle.
Is that what he said?
No, but we need to leave room for the 100 amp, 90 amp or whatever. Is there room on the right for the 20 amp?
No. Yeah, it goes here.
Okay. I can't, I'm not looking down, so I can't see.
I mean, what I don't get is like, this is hot, right?
Yeah.
Goes through here, and this is neutral. Doesn't matter which hot and neutral. Okay.
First one. Wired.
Well, it's
Oi.
closed. Put the cover on.
Do we need to bump out? So we just have to get,
Give me these screws.
which ones are those?
They just go here.
Oh. Okay, Adam did the other side, I did this side. These are our 2 hot wires up here. This is our ground and our neutral. Now we're about to put this back together. This side is done, as long as we get everything hooked up on the other side, so yay. Can't remember if I mentioned this or not before, but in order to get our electricity reconnected at the pole, we have to have what's called a guy wire coming down into the ground to stabilize it opposite where the feed line is coming in. So this has been what's been holding us back from getting electrical reconnected. We finally found someone, and this guy is awesome. He came out within a day's notice, and we are here finally getting it done. It cost a little bit more than we'd hoped, but he brought his whole excavator, made quick work of it, so yay. That was pretty awesome. He had to turn the excavator around, which tore up a little bit more than like this. This is just surface, but tore up some dirt over here because it's soft and squishy, and he was like very thoughtful and smashed it back down, which is very nice of him. After he dug out the hole and put the rod in, literally took him like 10 minutes to backfill that. Now all he's got to do is attach a wire up there and we'll be good to go. Yay.
Hope it doesn't catch you, smack you in the head.
Gas operated?
That's how we did all of it. Everything we did was gas operated.
You can see everything that's being
And
put
then we
together
had the
here.
hydraulic ones that you could hook to the back of a truck, or if you're in a bucket, like in a bucket you could use a hydraulic one, but an Ackley gun.
Right at this moment, I'm glad
Nowadays, man, they have
we're not doing this
battery
ourselves.
tools for everything. I just bought a battery operated staple gun that does those big staples.
Yeah.
For doing our pole grounds with the poles.
Yeah.
That's always just been a hammer thing. You said this is temporary, right?
Yeah, like longish term.
Use the rigging that's in there then.
What's that?
I'm just gonna use the rigging that's in there then.
Okay. Yeah, we were kind of wondering if that's possible.
Yeah. Now look at it, I'm like, oh, it's just use the rigging that's in there. Take your shit back. It's nice.
He is going to use the one that's in there.
I was gonna use this. If it's temporary, I'm just gonna use the same shit. Save you some money, take your shit back.
That would be awesome.
Oh, that rod over there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it's not gonna matter if it's.
Yeah.
It's the same as same.
Yeah.
Pulling against the same fucking link.
If you want, I mean, I can put it up, but if you want to save yourself some money.
No, that's fine. I'm all about that.
I just unwrap it and slide it through it and rewrap it.
What's that?
To unwrap it, slide through it and
slide
rewrap
through
it.
it. Take a look at, see how bad it'll look, or how bad it'll be from the being out of the
As when you say bad, what do you mean?
temporary. You're talking temporary. I mean, just because it's out of
Oh,
alignment.
yeah.
But if it's temporary, if it's new, maybe it's something you're gonna stay.
No.
We're gonna make it look nice and make it. Like
Yeah,
that.
no.
But if
I mean,
it's
long-term
temporary,
temporary.
that's 100% gonna hold.
Yeah.
Fine. I can save yourself a couple $100.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It's long-term temporary, but temporary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just do that. Save yourself a couple $100, huh?
Sweet.
Unless you want to change.
Yep.
Because they're not going to care.
Whatever she says is good.
They're not going to give a shit.
If they say something, I'm going to be like, fuck off, man.
No,
They're not going to say anything. It's the...
They're not going to say anything
Yeah.
because it's your pole, right? I mean, it's your...
You know, that's
I know.
experience with a plug in it.
Right?
Yeah, I was going to plug in it. I was looking at it. I know there's a spring inside.
Yep. So inside is just a Chinese finger trap inside of here.
Right.
That's all it is.
Huh. So it just slides through that and you pull tension on that. Sort of.
I just put tension in it.
Now I get it.
Oh, the cap comes at the bottom.
Fascinating.
It'll come along there.
Grip.
Huh.
See, this is why you have the professionals do it.
Yeah, we thought about doing it ourselves. I'm like, I don't know.
I told him, I was like, were we crazy for thinking we could do this ourselves?
There you are.
Sweet.
Now we, just take the grinder and we cut this off. So a big tail sticking out there.
Cool.
That's it.
Done.
So
All right, we officially have this stupid wire attached that was necessary for us to get our power hooked back up, which we will definitely be calling to have that done tomorrow, which is very exciting because it means it's usually, I think, a 5-day turnaround that they have to get out here and do it. But once they hook up the actual connection up there, you can see wires dangling. Those need to be connected. Once that is done, we have power. We can test our well and we can test all of the wiring that we did, which is a little scary and also kind of exciting. So wish us luck. Fingers crossed.